Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of Thursday Night Commentary from CCG Poker TV / radio. I mean, it's only our voices, so it's kind of radio-esque. However, there is some television aspects.
So it's kind of TV.
TV-adio, TVadio, I don't know, something like that. Hey everybody, it's Ken and
Brandon,
my new co-host,
yes,
who's so excited to be here today.
I am.
And you were only,
5 minutes late.
well, 5 minutes from your half-hour window of being
But
late.
you told me to be here. Yeah.
Well, that's true. All right, so we have the part 2 of 3 of this 2-5 drunk cash game, which is actually one of our most popular videos so far. I
Got to
don't.
be the name.
Yeah, I don't know. I said I don't know if it's the name or if it's the action, but clearly the action's great. I mean, look at this: Fletch with King Jack, Chris with Ace Queen, 3-bets him. I'm starting to use that right now.
Nice.
I haven't even started my masterclass.
Hey, it is a 3-bet too, 15 to 45.
Right.
That's your old
It's,
definition.
yeah, I used to think a 3-bet meant that they just 3x'd the last bet, which is true. I'm air quoting on radio here, but
It's your money anyway.
it's your money
It's
anyway.
your money
That's
anyway,
the
folks.
best. But no, I just thought a 3-bet meant you 3x the last bet. But you can 3-bet and not actually make it exactly that. I made it a very literal definition. Ace Jack 8, which could spell a little bit of trouble for Fletchered. 7 of clubs is going to slow them both down, yeah? Maybe not Chris. He's
Chris
got the
has
winning
the
clubs.
He's going to
It would have been sweet if Fletch had the king of clubs just for an awesome cooler. Can we discuss something?
Sure.
Just hopping right into the random thoughts by Ken. Somebody argued with me that there's a difference between, like, the guy's like, oh man, I took this really bad beat. And I was like, I don't know if that counts as a bad beat. Like, it was like queens versus kings, and like they both flopped a set. And the guy's like, oh, what a bad beat. And I was like, that's not a bad beat. Like,
Right.
I mean,
It's
it
a good
sucks.
beat.
It's a bad beat. However, like, that's not like the definition. A bad beat is when you're like way ahead. The dude's got one out, and you get him to call all in. You know, not when a guy calls with middle set of queens.
Yeah, it's a cooler.
Right? That's exactly what I said. I go, that's not a bad beat. That's like just like a cooler. And he was like kind of mad at me that I said that. I won't say the person who it was, but
It's not a bad beat.
he was like telling me a story.
You have to be ahead.
Which
If you had
everybody
queens-
knows. I love hearing bad beat stories at CCG. For a buck a story, I'll listen to every one.
If we had a buck a story,
Oh my God, I'd
since
be
2008,
retired and I'd be living in like my own island in Costa Rica.
I mean, guys, you think we're kidding?
There's a lot of bad beat stories out
It
there.
might be like 20 in a man.
Oh yeah, easy. Which is fine. Continue
It
to
is,
tell us your
it
bad
is,
stories.
it
I'm
is.
not saying that we don't want to hear it, but when you're in a room full of poker players, like you're gonna hear a lot of bad beat stories.
Yeah.
I got it in. I 3-bet.
The early bird
I
guys.
Oh, early bird guys are all bust.
Oh my gosh.
It's always the early bird. The craziest stuff happens in the early
It
bird.
is true.
It really does.
Jack 5-3, turn 6.
Pair of tens for Matt. Not a bad flop for tens. I mean,
No, one
besides the fact
overcard.
that Brian has that one over.
Yeah, and he checked the flop, so he's gonna get a call.
And then only bet 20 on the
I
turn.
don't know what Fletch is doing. I never really know what Fletch is doing. He loves his weak aces. Here he is again.
Right, with no draws.
Gutter ball.
You think that Jack's? Do you think Matt thinks that Jack's a good card for him?
Of course.
Right, because then there's less Jacks in play. Matt takes a beating. He took a little beating in the first one. Remember, he called with that open ender and,
Yeah.
and whiffed.
Yeah. This sucks. You kind of have to call. Brian is
And it's only $40. Only 40, but
Brian showing the camera.
45.
It gets away from it. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a good fold.
The king with the axe.
Brian shows the jack.
And lies about having a king kicker. Which is alright. I lie a lot when I play poker.
Yeah, me too.
Are you allowed to lie about your hand?
I'm not really sure.
During
what
the
that
hand?
rule is. I think you can't tell the truth. You can only lie. or
Yeah, it's like
something.
weird, right? Like it's like a silly rule. I'm gonna have to look that up. Not now, but later.
It's because like you're considered cheating if you actually tell her.
It's collusion if
Right.
I'm telling you, oh, I have a flush fold. Right? That's the reason behind it. But
Yes.
does anybody actually? I don't know. Ooh, Big Cup says, "Hang on, guys, I got a big hand." Oh, he hasn't looked yet. He's got queens. Let's see if his face changes at all.
That's what they tried to make it.
Any tells from Chris? I also noticed that more poker players now do that elbow on the rail
find
with
myself-
hand
I
on the
did it.
shoulder.
I
It's
did
so
it.
common.
I did.
Like, look, Fletch is doing it. Matt is doing it. None of these guys are doing it. But
think it's
I
just
don't
like-
really count any half of that table as poker players except John. And we still haven't come up with a name for John. He's like an old Western, like the man with no name.
Gets through.
Yeah, I mean,
Picks up the blinds.
a lot of hot garbage after that.
Yeah. Plus, when Chris opens, it's probably just like.
Yeah, I
queens.
mean, it's like VP Pat opening up in 1-3. Like,
Right.
you know he's got the goods.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you got like a 9-10 suited or something kind of catchy, you could get in
Catchy.
there. Catchy. Getting it in there. Uh-oh. Lindsay's texted me. I wonder what she wants. Oh, no. She told us the place that we got engaged at closed.
Oh, darn.
Guess the marriage is over. Let's see what she responds to that text. She thought it was funny during the Monday Poker Fix, which
Yep.
I recorded yesterday after golf. I was like, oh, after the 4-day weekend, I slept in a little bit and then hung out with the kids. I was like, no, I didn't. Played
I played
golf.
Yeah.
I did have a tournament. I wouldn't have played golf normally, and I did not play well. 77 with 36 putts is a lot. Holy cow, there's a lot of people in this hand.
5 ways. I thought you were going to say, like, oh, darn, I guess I'll have to go somewhere else next time.
No, oh, that would have been so
Something.
much better. Damn it. Good call, Brandon.
Yeah.
All right, Fletch has a flush draw now. Who's winning right now?
I'm not
Matt
really
with
sure.
the jack?
Matt with the jack.
Which, and he's good. It probably gets checked
It's
around,
just gonna
right?
get checked through, yeah.
It's a $75 pot. Like, nobody really wants it.
A jack. You got a
Jack!
jack over here.
Jack's the nuts!
Who's got Jack?
So I will say, since we've got this episode of the Drunk 2-5 game, and then next week will be the finale of the Drunk 2-5 game,
Yep.
which I promise there are more drinks coming. And then
Just getting started.
it's just getting that, like, starting to escalate, you know? It's starting to get to the, it's like, what, like 10:30 probably right
Yeah,
now at
sounds
night at the
right.
max? Like in real, like the players are at like
Like a month
10:30.
ago, it
Yeah,
was,
whatever it was. But after the 2 episodes of the Drunk 2-5 game this week and next week, then we're gonna air the first episode of the CSOP main event final table, right?
Yep.
Because a lot of people are asking me like, who won? Who won? And I keep saying, gonna have to wait for Thursday night commentary because I'm not gonna tell you.
Right.
And people are starting to get mad at me. I don't mind though.
Did you post a picture of the winner?
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm getting smarter. I'm gonna post Alex's picture for the. Are we calling it like player of the series when you win the points list?
Yeah.
I mean, what do they call it? The WSOP Player of the Year,
Yeah.
even though it's just for that the WSOP.
No, it's for all
But-
of the WSOP.
Is that new or is it always like that? Holy cow! This game's really opened up because now look at this. There's another 5-way pot action with a tiny raise. I mean, $15 raise.
Nobody flops anything.
Yeah, Queen 6-3.
Fletch
Ryan,
open under.
Ryan flops the middle pair.
Brian whiff, Mike whiff, Chris whiff.
Fletch flopped an open
Yeah.
ender. Queen's not a great card.
And he's on the button. I wonder if he's gonna. Oh, Queen. He did check.
Is that me?
Brian's gonna bluff. Nope.
Hey, who's that handsome fellow in the back in a cardigan?
I don't know.
I do wear a lot of cardigans. I'm like the Mr. Rogers of poker.
Yeah, no, for
It's all right.
for the middle of the summer.
It is. It's a summer cardigan.
Yeah.
And my wife yells at me all the time. And my oldest daughter, she's like, Daddy, I want to cover my arms. So like she has the same weird OCD thing that I have, where I feel like I don't know.
You
I
just
can't.
need to be covered.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just a weird thing.
He's probably right too.
You can only see 5 players in the screen here, and 4 of them have drinks.
Yep.
I think Fletch was even drinking that night, and I don't really think he's a. I mean, I never see him drink. You know.
Ryan takes it down.
A lot of blue
with
moons out there.
A6.
Yeah. Was it just check the whole way down, or we should probably pay more attention.
No, 25 in the tournament.
Do you ever watch Stone's Poker Live? I mean, I watch stuff because I want to get ideas on like what we should be doing and like commentary and blah blah blah. And I feel like the guys at Stone's Poker Live are as off the beaten path as we are. Like, there'll be like 5 minutes where they don't even talk about any, like nothing's going on, and it's like, I mean, there's tons of stuff going on. They just don't mention any of it because they're
Right.
busy talking about wearing cardigans in the
51.
summer. Oh, did you see that some strip club is sending the stripper mobile to Area 51 on September 20th? So it's the same thing that happened in Independence Day when the
No.
strippers all go over there? You don't remember that?
No.
Oh my God.
Nor do I.
It's hilarious.
I didn't hear about
What a
this.
marketing. I just saw it on Twitter this morning.
All right, 4 ways with a bunch of hot garbage again.
Hot garbage.
993. Nobody's got anything.
A lot of splashing around right now.
Yeah. Mike's gonna. Mike? Not Mike. Matt.
Matt. Matt's
Yeah,
gonna
that's why
take
I put
stab
like
at
the
it.
$800.
He does turn a jack.
Hey, he turned
all
a
the
jack.
small buying events, which makes sense.
And folds
Boom,
around.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, he kind
Is
of.
Dave wearing? What's Dave wearing? Those are headphones?
Well.
Yeah, he lasted 51 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, he ripped it like 8-6 spade on a 2-spade flop.
All right, I'm not really sure what everybody's in for.
Yes,
so.
yes, they're headphones.
Billy's in for a second bullet, I think.
He's a good
Billy the Kid, did he lose one?
Ryan.
With how many people
Bought in
brought
for a
in?
thousand.
They've been kind of just floating
Chill.
around middle, like just
Nobody's soaked.
not been any really
Nobody's-
big hands or anything super crazy. Here you go, Fletch with some Wayne Gretzky's.
Sure.
Is that still okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Making it
We need some
40.
second best hands here. Here you go, Mr. Mouth.
All in.
With it. Oh, just jams it in there.
Piles.
Piles?
Too. Yeah, piles.
I never heard that before.
Yeah, you just
That's a new
pile-
one.
you
I
pile
love
it.
it. That's
Yeah.
great. That's so much better than like I stack a guy off. It sounds like it's something weird that strippers do in the champagne room. Oh, I
Yeah.
stacked that guy off. Right?
I guess.
I mean, tell me that's not something that you would hear coming out of the champagne room.
I agree.
How was your night? Nah, I got stacked off. I got stacked.
9 ball.
9-ball with no help for Mike
He
here.
needs runner hearts, runner straight, and that'll make him drawing dead on the turn.
Ooh, and just for the knife in the back at the end, he gets the king on the river.
So it looks like it was a little more than 259. Our graphics were a little off. He's
Yeah,
got
it looks like
50
359.
more, no, 380, almost 400.
Oh, wow.
375, 380.
Clearly, it's not my fault because you can see me talking to somebody in the background.
Right. So that means that
Who's ever running the table is wrong.
Probably A
Not
and
me.
B, and then
Gotta be Alex. Sorry, Alex. Throwing you under the bus
he
there.
doesn't listen to this.
Probably.
feels like kind of a
596 is the chip later.
small for a day too.
All right, beer's flowing.
Did you ever get anything from Jeff Bezos?
probably did.
Bezos?
They probably
Bezos? Did I say it?
I didn't. I was expecting like a drone message delivery.
Yeah.
And got nothing. I haven't heard back from Phil Ivey either. However, since we're
Well, he
in,
dissed you, so.
we're at like
or you dissed
15
him, so.
minutes. I did. I was trying to invoke like a pissed off Ivy to like,
Right, like maybe he'll just
blast me on Twitter.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. But speaking of, this would be 1 week from the meetup game.
Oh, yeah?
Andrew Nemi and Brad Owen, which we did have an argument. We couldn't decide if it was Brad Owen or Owens.
It's Owen.
It is Owen.
Yeah.
And I had spelled Owen, and then some guy was like,
They needed like another.
oh man, you spelled his name wrong. And I was like, I don't think I did.
But then you spelled Nemi's name wrong.
I did spell Nemi's name wrong. Yeah, I spelled it with 1 E instead of 2.
Well, that would be
Nemi?
Nemi. Nemi.
Either way, it's Nemi. But, lo and behold, today is
30,000.
Tuesday, August 6th, and we are up to, like, it's getting sick.
Yeah, it's getting
Getting kind of scary.
I'm getting scared, yeah.
Right now,
John's going to make it 30 with the king 10 off. Fletch, what do you know? Ace 8 offsuit.
9.
It looks pretty. Yeah.
400. There's a lot of
And normally you can kind of get someone who gets their run up to $1 million.
I'm adding them up here.
Fletch, if you're listening,
115, 120 range on the wait list right now. So if you haven't gone to the wait list yet, go to ccgpoker.com/mug, M-U-G, which stands for Meet Up Game. Some guy was like, why are you calling it a mug? And I was like, it's a meet up game.
yeah.
That's why it's called mug. I didn't pick it.
Right.
I mean, it makes sense.
It
As
does.
soon as I said it, he was like, that makes sense. But it's going to be gross.
No, he's
I'm
out
super
already. He's out
excited.
already.
You don't
It
seem
is-
super excited.
I'm excited.
I'm a
I'm a
little,
little worried.
yeah, it's going to be like a mini Black Friday. And I
mini
keep saying
Black Friday.
mini
It
Black
might
Friday,
feel like
it might
a-
actually be bigger than Black Friday.
Yeah, like with small tournaments and big cash games.
So it's the Bizarro Black Friday.
Yeah, which is
God, BBF.
or like the
Nope, we're going with Bizarro Black Friday. What do you want to call it? Come on,
I don't have anything.
you got nothing?
I was gonna make a different color Friday, like Green Friday.
Man, this cash
like
game
cash
is green.
games.
Okay, that's not bad. I kind of like Green Friday. All right, let's just brand it there. Go ahead and trademark that, please.
It's just a
Perfect,
giant
thank you.
flip. It's just a flip.
It's not even an all in or fold. It's just you're all in.
So, final table Brian in the blue there, in the 4 seat, he's owning his new image
Yeah.
of just being
Might as
FTB.
well run a sim at that point.
He did punt off a huge, I mean, he didn't punt off. He got coolered right before the break of the main event.
Why not, right?
You got cooler a bunch of times.
But, I mean, he got coolered big time where he flopped, like, set over set, or I think it was a set over set.
Well, that's just a bad beat.
And he had like he was a chip leader, had like 300K and lost like 180 and goes down to like 120 where it was just like a, I mean, kind of a medium stack. Not a medium stack, but top third stack.
But not like a chip lead.
Not, I mean, he had the chip lead. All 3 days. Big Cup hoping his 7s are good here.
They are, currently. Mike's
So far. He's got
clubs and a deuce.
Fade some stuff here.
Looks like a red brick.
Looks like a 9er, which makes John good with a 9-9. It's just run good John. Like, he just runs good.
Run good, John.
There's a guy who regularly plays at GVC.
RGJ?
I think he took like 125.
Yeah.
2 or 3
We're stretching. We're trying, John. I promise you. I will come up with something cool eventually.
I think it was around 50 or 60, but he got. You know,
Mike really likes to go in the tank with like bottom pair.
Nines and jacks.
I just think he thinks that John's bluffing every time.
I think he puts everybody on a bluff, which is fine. I mean,
I get it. The spades missed, the straight missed, the clubs
Big Cup's
missed.
probably thinking, oh man, I gotta be good with my 7s.
Did you ever think like, oh man, the guy before me thought he was bluffing and almost called with a bad hand.
Right.
I probably got a better hand than that guy, so I'm gonna call.
He calls. He no good.
Yeah, but it was like day 5 or day 6.
John gets some
good,
value
good.
from the ace
He
9.
does. He does.
After the flop of that hand, I didn't think it was going to be a big pot. But
Pretty good stack sizes here. John is our chip leader. Do you have a chip leader at the table or
Not
like
really.
chip captain? What do you call that?
Table captain.
Table
Not really.
captain?
Yeah.
Just a
The
big
most
stack at the
chips,
table.
yeah, big stack.
Big stack.
Big stack, John.
Big stack John. Yeah, that just sounds lame. We're stretching it. Is Fletch's first name or his last name? Does he have a first name?
Yeah, I think
It's
it's like
just Fletch.
John.
No, come on. It's like Carmine or something. Carmine Fletcher.
Carmine Fletcher.
I don't. That's not it. But oh, I said that the other day to Lindsay. I was like, if that kid said that to me, I'd punch him in the face. I'd be like, oh hey, Carmine, remember me? It's Will from kindergarten. Boom, and then he punched him in the face. Do you remember that?
No.
Good Will Hunting.
Nope.
Oh, it's great. So we watched Good Will Hunting last night because it was. I mean, it was.
every time.
I mean, we fell asleep, but
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Brian 3-bets the ace queen.
Mike calls. Queen 10 suited. I find Queen 10 suited, like Queen Jack suited, they get me in trouble a lot.
Yep.
Do you ever? I mean, it's a justifiable call there, but
It is.
got to get away from it after the flop is just nothing.
Yep.
Problem is, then you run into hands like Ace Queen. You flop Queen top pair and a backdoor flush draw, and you end up giving all your money away because
Stacking off.
you're just stacking off at the table. You're watching yourself stack off. Yeah, see, it sounds weird. I hate that term. I hate the term stack. I stacked a guy. It's just sorry, bro. Or
It's a verb.
Or congratulations.
The act of stacking.
Just be like, I busted that fool. I almost dropped an MFer right there. I almost just went, I busted that fool, but the other way.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
All right, again, Chris raising under the gun to 25.
Billy the Kid calls. Billy, get out of this hand. Billy, this is Ken from the future. Get out now. Billy's going to lose his money here. No king, no jack. No king, no jack. The kid's going to lose his
Or
money.
both.
Or, boy, yeah, you're right. Or both. Oh, jack. No. 50. Sizing that bet for the kid. I would have bet 25. He's only got 140 bucks. Try to get one call out of him.
What do you bet? You bet $5?
50.
Yeah, but when you have $300 million.
Right.
Like, I
Best
literally
baseball player in the world.
put the fucking.
Have you seen the new flop cam footage?
No. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So for the CSOP main event, we added another camera. It's the flop cam. It's cool. I mean, it's neat.
Yeah.
It's a case
Earbuds.
for your case.
Silicone case.
It's a case for your case, huh?
It's a case. Just in case.
It's pretty cool.
That's not bad. All right, chip count.
Yeah.
Fletch is still up a little bit. Chris is Did he buy in for about that
Yeah,
amount?
he's like a 600
Mike's
guy.
fired a couple of bullets and he's down for
Yeah.
sure. He's the only one stuck.
No.
This guy next to me.
No?
Matt.
Matt is stuck
Matt and
too.
Mike.
Yeah. The M's. Eminem's down.
See that the rankings came out? Eminem is the 28th best rapper of all time. That seems a little low.
I couldn't name 28 other rappers. 27 technically. I couldn't.
Well, I mean, Jay-Z was number 1. Nas was 2.
Nas?
Nas, yeah.
I don't remember Nas songs. What did he
know.
sing? What did he rap?
I don't know. Like Biggie was 8, Tupac was 15.
Tupac was 15?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. In the '90s, when I was in high school, like Tupac was everybody listened to Tupac and Biggie was huge. But when did he die or get murdered? Both of them. Was that like 2000, 98, 97?
I think it was like mid-90s, if I had to guess.
Mid 90s?
Yeah, like 98. Oh, I guess it's not mid-90s. I'll look it up. You do some comment.
Okay, commentary. Big Cup banging out the 8s versus an ace queen. He's still good. I mean, 2 overcards, but he's betting it the whole way. $3? Why is that $3? There you go. Thank you. $30. Call. River's a deuce. 8s are good. John is not going to get a winner here. He shows to ace high.
September 13th, 1996.
96. How old were you in 96?
6.
You were 6?
Or 5, depending on if my birthday was.
Well, I mean, it says mid 96?
No, September, so I was 6.
Okay, because you know when your own birthday is, right?
I do.
Yeah. I would have been in high school, 96.
Biggie, 97.
Yeah, still in high school. 98, college. That was when Dawson Creek was huge. Did you ever watch Dawson Creek?
I did, yes.
Dawson's Creek? I was never a Katie Holmes fan. I never got the attraction.
Eazy-E died in 2005, too.
I don't even know he was dead.
Can we do bomb pods or no?
Can we do a bomb pot, they say? Billy the Kid, suited king, big blind, checking that action. Keeping the pot size
Go with
controlled.
that. Obviously.
Ooh, 7-7-4 for a kid. And turns at 10 on John. This could get a little ugly. I mean, John's, the kid's only got $100. Bets 20, calls at 20. Jack gives John 2 pair, but he already had 2 pair. Jackson 10's a better 2 pair than the board. What's funny about that?
I was just trying to, like, I didn't understand what you were saying.
Kid bets 50, which John should be nervous about, but John goes all in. I mean, Billy, what are you thinking about? Jam that $50 in. What are you worried about? Jacks? 10s? It was a limp 10 pot. There you go. Get your money in there. Double up. Get your money in there and double up. Billy the Kid. I like that name.
I do, too.
It's a good name. I mean, it's perfect for him. He takes steps. Like, he's got no problem with getting it in there and trying to make something happen. Which I like. We need the youth of poker to get out there. Stop vaping when you've never smoked before. It is my biggest pet peeve. Folks, you should not be able to use a vaping pen unless you have smoked a real cigarette before. Right?
Correct.
And then they call them pods. The kid's like, yeah, I'm addicted to pods. And I was like podcasts? Like, I was like, cool, because we're gonna do a podcast soon. And then he was like, no, bro. And I was like, A, don't friggin' bro me unless you know me. And 2, what the hell's a pod? And then I figured out it was like a jewel thing.
It's so funny. I asked someone, I'm like, who's the president in 1998? They're like, I had no idea.
No idea. Yeah, I asked one of them for $50 if they could name the last 4 presidents. And the kid bricked on 2. He goes, Obama, Trump. That's it. I got nothing. I was like, how do you not remember? I mean, I know none of them were alive. Anyways, you damn kids can't remember the presidents.
I actually can't go back that far in presidents.
How far could you go?
Oh, it went great.
How much do you want to bet?
I have no
On-air
presidents. I have no presidents.
$20.
Anytime I get my grandfather.
I'll give you 5 to 1.
So how far will I have to do?
You want to see? I mean, 6.
Like,
6 back?
Yeah.
Not
Like
including
Trump
Trump?
counts as 1, so 5 previous to
all the
Trump.
parking, all the food,
Ooh.
everything.
That's not a lot. And I just said 2 of them.
Yeah, I know. Well, I got Trump, Obama, Bush, Clinton, Bush.
What?
Am I missing one?
Trump, Obama,
King County Cougars. My
Bush,
daughter works
Clinton,
Bush.
Bush.
Yeah.
This is where it
Left
gets a
that
little
detail,
dicey.
huh?
Gets a little dicey.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh my god. It's
Ah,
like $950 or something. Like, what?
I don't know.
I'm like, take more money.
I don't even want to say a name because I don't want to be embarrassed.
You don't want to be embarrassed?
No.
I mean, it's not like you're going to be like, Ronald McDonald. Like,
No.
you say Benjamin Franklin, I'll punch you.
It's that like after JFK, Nixon area. I don't really know. So I got nothing.
Well, there's some people in between there. But
Yeah, I don't know anybody in this whole area. Because that brings us back to what?
Bush was in the...
Well, Bush was,
Bush Sr. was like in the...
Still kind of telling them what I had.
Clinton was 98 to 04. 98 to
Yeah, I was going to say
06.
90s because I remember...
No, I mean 92 to 2000.
Well,
92 to 2000.
George Sr. was president for 8 years. I mean, he
So
had
was
two
Clinton,
terms.
and so was
was
Bush.
Bush Jr.,
And
so
so
was
was
Obama, and what do you think about... What's your bet on Trump?
So Trump's a lock. Trump is a lock.
You heard it here, folks! Trump's a lock!
Oh, he's just a lock.
What, are you Googling it already?
No, I'm not Googling it. I don't really have any idea who's before Bush. But that brings us, because I know that 2000 is when Bush Jr. took office. Then 08 Obama, 2016 Trump.
So if it... just try to figure out...
92, so that's 84.
Yeah, I mean.
So 84, so who was president from 83, 78 to 79 to 83? Or 75 to 83 if they were an 8-year president. I don't know. I got nothing. Do you know?
I'm pretty sure it's Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
But who was president for Ronald Reagan?
Pack of cigs.
Or green.
Jimmy Carter.
Remember that one?
Jimmy Carter.
Let's check and see how good we did.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, we'll
POTUS.
wake up at 4 in the morning.
Jimmy Carter. I never really got that.
All right, presidents of the United States.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. All right, hold on. He's looking up. I'll go with a 5-way pot here. Queen Jack 10. Now it's a $25 pot. Matt flopped a joint, $15 holla, and pair of tens calls him. Brian. Brian's turns diamonds. Matt bets 35. This would suck if a diamond came out of the river for Matt.
Check.
And the river's a king, which is still kind of a bad river, but Matt takes it down with the straight.
I turned some equity.
Reaganomics. I know I missed Reagan before. Bush.
Be good. All right, let's see.
But I got the years right.
Yeah, close.
How did
No,
I win that?
they're right.
Good thing.
Let's go in order.
Go to Wikipedia and type in presidents.
I got it. List of presidents.
What time is it? I don't know.
Presidents. Let's go for the bottom. Who's the first president? Right?
George Washington.
All right, Trump, Obama, Bush, Clinton, Bush
Playing
Sr.,
1-3 took years.
Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter. Before Jimmy Carter was...
Yeah.
He only got in because somebody else excused himself from office.
I don't know.
He's my favorite character on The Simpsons. Gerald Ford.
See, this is
How about before Ford is Nixon?
Nixon, okay.
And then you got another guy who didn't get voted in. LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson.
I saw the 20 there.
Then you go to Kennedy, and then you got Eisenhower, Truman, Roosevelt.
Oh, you were here?
So Roosevelt, it's like 40s?
Roosevelt is the 30s to 40s.
Because that's World War II?
33 to 45. Yep.
Okay.
And then you start getting into like
12 years? So he was a vice president, then turned president, and then 8 years term or something?
no, I think that was before.
There was 8-year max?
I think he implemented the max.
Okay.
Which I also think there should be a max on like all offices. Maybe.
I don't know.
Or what's the difference? If people keep
If
voting
you're
in, you
not
should be able to
broke,
stay.
don't fix it, right?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I feel like stuff like that's always written so that it's the like worst case scenario. But like, what if you get a really good president that people want to keep? And
Right.
if you keep getting voted in, you keep getting. It's like friggin' Survivor. If you're still in, you're in.
Yeah, I guess maybe like... Yeah, it prevents like... Well, not like collusion or something, but like...
I guess. But like Chicago,
culty,
there's no term limit for the mayor of Chicago. You can be the mayor for as long as you want, as long as you get voted.
Right. Except for
What do we have here? We have
Mike shoving.
into King
Check. All in with the gutter ball. To Brian, who's got a tough decision with a kind of a weak ace.
Yeah.
Gets rid of it, and then it should go.
Everybody is just gonna domino effect here. Pew, 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 pew. Although maybe the kid will call just to snap him off.
Brian was just unfortunate that he had 4 people behind him. If
And
he was
a weak
last,
ace. I think if he was ace 10, you think he calls?
no.
I mean, what do you think the borderline was there? Ace jack?
Well, that would be too fair. Ace queen, he's for sure calling.
So ace 10. Maybe.
Maybe. I think it's just more that he doesn't want to put. Even with ace queen, I mean, Brian's probably not folding ace queen, but it's scary with 4 people behind you.
Yeah.
You're in the big.
I think if he was last act, he would have called ace
For sure.
with any ace.
It's the fact that there's 3 people behind you. It's difficult. Hand number 53. Billy the Kid with 10s. Let's see what he does. Raises it up. $20.
John the king queen.
John calls. Mike with a real hand. Hooks. No playing around with jacks. You
I
just
don't
get
like
it in
hooks. Hooks is a.
there. You don't like the name
I don't like
Hooks?
the name Hooks. I like the movie Hook.
Rufio! Great movie. Kid gonna call?
Kid's gonna call.
I mean, they both have about the same. Here's the question: does John
Yeah,
call?
John might gamble.
He might.
He's got.
He's up.
He's up. There's no more action.
Oh yeah, look at him. He's sweating it. Do it, John. Do it, John. Do it,
I
John.
mean, as long as you don't run into ace,
Who
king,
cares?
or ace, queen.
It's $200, $250 into 700, 800.
He folds.
No, let's see if the
Little did he know he was
He's
36%.
dominating. Yeah, he's got 2 live overs.
Against, yeah, pretty much.
I mean, what you don't want to see there is, I mean, I guess.
I want to see the Jack 10 flop where it's sat over sat and John has an open under. Those are fun times.
That's when you go pew 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 pew.
Yeah,
Folks at home can't see my sweet handgun action.
that's okay. They know what it is.
For what it's worth, I folded a jack.
I folded a jack. I hear. I hate when people say
like
that.
10 jack.
Sorry. If I have 10s and somebody's like, I folded a 10, that's like massively tilts me. Like, let me think I have outs.
Ah, king queen.
No.
Look at John. John's pretty.
Yeah, he's stoic.
I was gonna say stoic too.
Yeah,
but
just very good about not.
you know everybody
It
else.
doesn't
is
look
a-
at him. Still, even doesn't say anybody else. FTV would have been jumping
Oh,
up and down.
I had
Oh
the
my
king
God, I
queen.
should
Well,
have called.
let's be fair. FTB would have called the king.
Oh,
queen.
FTV would have called faux show. Pretty sure Fletch might have even called there.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if this is Fletch's. There's a really cool hand with Fletch. I hope it's in here. I don't know if it is.
I just am intrigued to see Fletch pick up a weak ace and fold it.
He does.
Because he doesn't.
Yeah, he loves
So do hers.
like John's ace 5 here.
Yeah, like
Fletch gold.
right. And John raises with it. I would just fold, but what do I know? I don't know anything about this game.
Game's hard.
Game's hard.
All right, who's your pick to click here right now?
Obviously, the Jack 10
I
suited.
kind of like the 8-10. Just seems great. Nope. Whiff City. Ace King 4. Weak ace gets in there.
25.
Stock options.
I like to see Fletch call one here with the gutter ball and backdoor clubs. And he will.
I think he will.
He will.
Come on. There you go. Chucks it in there. Only 1 green chip.
I really
There
do
it
want
is.
to
Picks it up.
hour ago, but the entertainment
Check.
alone is worth it.
Look at that face. You see that face he just gave?
Ooh, he gets a check back.
Free card.
And
clubs
clubs
it
coming.
out.
For those of you guys who say,
That was a flush. Get it?
I get it. For those of you guys that say backdoors don't matter,
Pew pew.
backdoors matter sometimes. UPS is here. You order anything cool?
What can Brown do for you? Today's Thursday Night Commentary brought to you by UPS. Get a better package?
This guy looks like a stereotypical UPS guy,
I think he
too.
plays at the poker events. Hang on. Alright, so the UPS guy we thought went to the poker events. Turns out he just kind of looks like a poker player. He literally looks like a guy who comes to events like sporadically. Big word.
Occasionally.
But then he like came in and he's like, "Oh, I wanted to peek in your window because I always see your head." What? He's like, "I thought those were head covers," and so that was kind of funny. And then my brother yelled from the other room, "Quit peeking into windows!" It was awesome.
It's a pretty good experience with the UPS guy.
Pretty good, yeah. I mean, I like the UPS guy.
All right, Ace King for Brian, King Queen suited for Fletch. We got Matt with the Jack,
Jack
4,
four.
7, 7, 8.
Or don't.
This is what sucks about Hold'em.
Why didn't I bet?
Yeah.
It's just like if this was 3 ways in Omaha and it was 7, 7, 8. Somebody to have a straight right now. Somebody to have a 7. Somebody to have kings.
And you get a pot build the whole time. I like how. Oh, he bet and called.
I can't win with ace king.
My queen's better than your queen.
He's like, oh, it's Brian. You
Come
just
fucking
never
over
have
me.
shit.
Because he ain't got a queen.
Fletch
Brian doesn't
wins.
ever have shit.
I didn't say that. Chris said that.
It was implied.
No, I never implied that.
Oh, here we go. This is Matt
Cumulative
and,
winning.
Matt and Mike.
Down.
Brian's
This is a cool feature. I've never
Chris
seen
is
this.
even. Brian's a little up. Ryan's a little up. Fletch is up 300. And who's the big winner? John?
John. Johnny Winners.
Wow. Would you like to have that live stat like during the like?
I wish that
You know what I mean?
I wish I could click a button and everybody's lifetime winnings and losings would just pop up over their head in a red or green number. Like I think about that in a big tournament field.
And just see how
Like
many
who's
green
just
numbers
like
are?
negative
Yeah.
140,000
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
You know, like just where is it at?
Well, remember when you played? I mean, when I played online poker, you could like click on like a guy's history and like
Yeah,
see
like a
stuff.
shark scope.
Yeah, like it was. I mean, and they stopped doing that, right? I mean, can you still do that?
You can still do it, but
It's not as good
no,
anymore.
it's not as good. I never had anything for cash games.
Yeah, I do.
There's always just tournament play.
Being mean. Not really.
I mean, does that really affect your play though? Like, if you're like, what do you do? Like, if you're facing like?
No,
a
I would
big
just like to
call
see
and-
it. Like I want to know what my number is.
Well, I did find it kind of, not funny, but interesting that Dana Negreanu in between like a daybreak, like they broke for the day and then they would come back and he like they get your seating chart. And he literally went and like Hendon mobbed all of the guys that he was with, and he's like, "All right, so this guy we got to be careful of, and this guy." He did exactly what you said. Went to lifetime winnings, and then even looked. He's like, "All right, this guy normally plays like $500 tournaments, so I can scare him away from stuff because it's a 50K, whatever. Like
Right.
he's clearly kind of playing out of his league. Oh, this guy's legit. He's got way more winnings and much bigger tournaments, and like it was cool. And it was kind of funny because like the one guy, he was like, "Oh, he's playing way out of the league." The guy had like cashed in a bunch of like 1,500 3K tournaments, and Danny Negreanu was like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
Like other people who play like a 580 are like, $20 early bird. Who cares about those
Right,
winnings?
it's all relative.
Yeah, it's so
all
weird.
relative.
All right, so we're still playing the 7 deuce game, which is the first showing of the 7 deuce here, and I think it's going to work for John for sure. He's going to bet it out $50.
I was going through the liquor cage at the work.
Brian's going to go along, and I think Fletch is in there too. Nope, Fletch isn't in there. Heads up.
Brian's really in the tank here. I think he just like thinks he has 7 deuce.
And he gives it up, and John can't wait to show it. Give me my money.
Brian's the only one that realizes it.
He's like, I knew it. Oh, that's good. That's good. Risking 50 to win a hot 20. It's all right. It's the principle, right?
It is. So now that we're 38 minutes in and nobody's listening, you want to talk about this weekend? Or are we just gonna...
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do we got?
124 players in the CSOP main event, which we'll go over again during that Thursday night commentary. But, I mean, it was just a really cool tournament. And the nice thing is, and I want to say thank you to, and you guys will know who you are because you texted me. And I'm not asking this to get more texts for, like, people to say thank you because they weren't saying thank you. They were just saying, hey, job well done.
Yeah.
Like, it's so nice to have when customers will, like, go out of their way to send an email or call and be like, hey, you guys crushed it this weekend. You did
Yeah.
a really good job. Thank you. Because most of the time, it's the opposite end.
Yep.
It's the one guy who had a bad experience, and then I'm trying to
You're
figure out.
always going to hear from
Right.
a guy who
It's
had a bad
nice to
experience.
get thank yous and like a attaboy from, Yeah, so it was cool. I mean, I got like maybe 2 texts yesterday, which it was great. It was
Yeah.
really cool to get that, and
It ran really smooth. And
It did.
It finished, and
yeah, which was great. We were a little nervous about that.
Yeah.
120 is really the number that it starts to get sketchy to finish.
Yep.
It almost becomes a 3-day tournament. If we get up to 130, we're going to be at a 3-day tournament, which is not really applicable unless we do like Labor Day weekend. Post in the comments, everybody. Anybody interested in doing a Labor Day tournament in general? I mean, this year we didn't do it, but like Memorial Day, Labor Day. I get some phone calls where people are like,
We're like, we
"Oh,
have
why
a
don't
Monday
you do
event?
it?" Yeah, like do a 5-day weekend,
Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and rip like because we could have done it at the Max this year and try to do. I mean, I don't know. Is that something people are interested in? I always thought that people would have stuff to do on Monday, like Labor Day. Like my wife always wants me to like go to whatever barbecue she's going to. So like she would be mad at me if we had a big tournament because she wants me to hang out with the family. Apparently they like hanging out with me.
I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
Yeah, I
Still
know
trying to wake up from that dream.
Yeah.
But being gone, I mean, working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then playing in that tournament yesterday, and then I came here to do the Monday. I'm calling it the Monday night poker fix yesterday.
'Cause it's Monday
It
here.
was late, and you got to come home. She's like, the kids miss you, and I was like, oh. She's like, I'm not trying to make you feel bad,
At
but
least when I first
get
Oh,
home.
really? Come home.
Yeah.
It's just me adjusting to it.
What else we got going on?
It's cool outside.
The next. Oh, we got. Well, this is this Thursday, so we've got Saturday is the Stack tournament, Warrenville, which is always a good tournament, right?
That's the best weather.
Gets around 180 to 100 players.
Yep. Oh, it is a stack.
It is
at
a
Warrenville.
stack.
Last deep stack at Warrenville was a non-stack, and we had 73.
Which is gross. I mean, it was a CSOP event, but
Still,
yeah, Warrenville's a hot spot. for the
Warrenville
deep
has
stack.
actually been really
Yeah.
picked up.
Cash games are still a little light, but
But they're there,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
they're
it-
offered.
we
You're going to
call
get
it-
1-1 and 1-3. You're not really going to get PLO.
yeah,
but-
we always call it the trifecta when you get 1-1, 1-3, and PLO. You sometimes get a random PLO game off there.
yeah, it
And
always
it's a
happens.
super small game. It kind of plays, it doesn't play like the big game, which is cool. I mean, it's fun. Is that all spades? in the
Yep, and
five?
Brian's got the only spade.
But it's the 5 of spades.
Yep, but it's the only spade.
Not even.
64.
Doesn't really look like anybody's interested in bluffing. Maybe Brian might try and bluff with the actual best.
Brian
hand.
was super happy about unbluffable shirts. We should call that kid and make him make more. Let's do that. Those shirts were good quality, right?
Those shirts are nice.
We need some CCG players.
You, Brian.
Definitely have some merch for August 15th and 17th.
Right, so we'll get on that.
Yeah, we gotta get on that.
He said they'll do custom stuff too, so just tell him what we
Nine and
want.
a king.
Oh, okay.
They'll send us the template. He did say that our
So,
King 7.
image that you sent him was really, really small.
It looks good. How did he change it up?
I don't know.
Yeah,
He had somebody do something.
it looks great.
He says like somebody knows what they're doing. He's like, I don't know who knows what they're doing.
what's going on here?
And I was like, oh, well, neither do I. I
Neither
just
do I.
sent you what we had.
Alex, it's your turn to go.
What's Friday? Oaklawn? Meadowa?
Double event Friday, Oaklawn and Mettawa. And Mettawa's actually been kind of picking up lately.
Yeah.
To be honest. I mean, tournaments are getting off solidly. It's been like a 1-2 game.
Which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Then where are we at Sunday?
Sunday. I don't know.
Seems like a Tinley or a King's Hall,
Not King's Hall.
St. Andrews.
Not St. Andrews.
Those are both Dunzo.
Yeah, until they're licensed renewed.
All comes back.
All right, we got an Ace-4 versus a 5-4.
She'll be there.
Jack, King, flop. Man, nobody's connecting on any of these, I feel like. It kind of stinks. It's
that how
more
you
fun
feel?
when they connect.
They're just more fun.
Go progressive.
All right, upcoming events. We got double event Friday, Hilton Garden Inn, and VFW Oaklawn. And then Saturday we're at the VFW Warrenville with a stack. And then Sunday we're at the Viking Lodge.
I knew it.
And yeah, I mean, nothing crazy. There's
Standard.
a standard 120 deep stack at noon, which we can actually stream that final table, which is cool because the internet's actually really good at the Viking Lodge. So for everybody out there watching who always say, man, I want to play on the CCG table, here's your chance. Sunday at the Viking Lodge.
What day?
Sunday.
Okay.
Dick. And Sunday I will try to stream every final table. I will rock that table out the whole time. We'll get tons of footage. We probably won't do any commentary on any of those, but it'll be fun. I mean, if you want your chance to get on there, unless it's like a really sick final table or some cool stuff happens, you're going to have to ham it up for television.
All right, we got a flop here. Connecting.
Here's something else that I want to talk about. It's something I never, ever do. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Put your head in your shirt.
I never do that. Normally I kind of smell. I don't like my own smell.
Get up from the table.
25?
And
I'll call one.
Please.
sit down in another spot.
Oh,
I
like
hate
seat change?
I hate the table jumpers. Not table, seat jumpers. Just constantly changing seats.
I hate it too.
Like it's gonna change your thing.
Lock.
No, I can't. I haven't.
I actually changed seats last night, but for a different reason.
Guy smelled?
No. Oh, hello.
Oh no.
John's
Run
been,
good John.
and John's been betting the whole
drills
way.
it. And FTB just goes down. You know what? I think Brian lost the minimum there. I mean, he really did.
Yeah.
He was doing one of these, reeling him in. I'm reeling in this
And then they
fish.
just got
I
them.
can't wait to get there in the river, and then he fell out of the boat and drowned.
I don't know about drown. He still got chips.
You're right. If he'd have gone all in and lost,
Yeah.
that would have been a fall. So he was reeling in this fish. He's about to bring it in the boat, and then he dropped the pole.
So I moved seats because the right side of the table's chargers weren't working and my phone was about to die.
Oh, they have charges in the...
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's kind of sick. We
It
need
is.
to get that.
We do.
He's like, set. I'm like, how do you?
The only reason I would ever move seats is to like get to somebody's left.
Like a huge stack that's super aggressive or
Yeah, you
a
don't
better
wanna be,
player.
Yeah, like I moved into a super aggressive guy's right just because of the phone chargers. Like my seat got worse, but I just needed a charger.
I needed a charger.
because I'm
yeah.
addicted to phones.
You know, I will say something else. I was watching Andrew Nemi play like his last vlog that dropped, and I noticed that when he records, he uses his phone to record the hands, and I was like, man, that's so twofold for me because one, it would get me more footage, which is cool, and your camera on your iPhone's phenomenal.
Yep.
And two,
John, you should have made it.
then how many times do I fall deep into my phone and
Oh,
don't pay
so
any
deep.
attention, and then I lose a bunch of money because I'm not paying attention. You know, oh, did somebody raise? And then it's like you get stuck in a hand because I'm not paying
Look
attention.
at this. Nobody flops anything.
Yep, gross.
Fletch is somehow
King high.
27% here with that.
With a 9,
No.
middle
with
pair.
Fletch?
Yeah, he's got. Oh no, John's got middle pair.
Yeah.
Wrong good John. Obviously, he's got a 9 and a backdoor flush.
And he
draw.
drilled that 6. Maybe he is
Oh,
right.
he does have a backdoor. He is wrong good John.
Dapper's here.
Dapper, dapper. Oh, you guys got a seat?
Fletch drills it.
Yeah, I don't know. He was,
Cancel the run, good job.
Yep, wrong
Fletch
good
had a
Fletch.
double gutter.
Yeah.
Now, Fletch, if you're going to lead out small.
6 or a 10. What do you lead out with?
60 ball.
I mean, that's not bad. You're not going to get a call, though.
It's tough.
Tough action
Everything
there,
you walk
folks.
over, you smell
It's
it.
been a medium, not a lot of big
Not a lot of
bets
big
going
pots,
on.
but
Yeah.
not like, they're all like been
Brian plays
okay.
without looking. Hits top pair. Blind
Matt's still hanging on there. Mike, oh, he doubled up off of the kid, right?
Yeah.
No struggle. Oh, wait. I don't
Kid kind of been running into some monster hands
When
lately.
you're running into it, it's tough to win.
I got table allowed.
But yeah, the guys that move seats just because I need to switch the cards up. I need to change my
Yeah.
lock. Oh, that
I'm
seat's
always-
been hot.
I'm always
That's
afraid
the dumbest
that.
thing I've ever heard.
Well,
No,
I mean,
it's dumb. It's
okay,
stupid.
okay. Well, we're not going to yell at people for being
I'm
dumb.
not.
I mean,
I'm not yelling at them.
for me, it's more about superstition on the fact that I would be upset if, like, I switch seats and then some noob sits down in my old seat and just coolers the shit out of me. I'm gonna be super pissed.
But everything changes.
Does it?
Yes,
I don't know. In my mind, it doesn't. Like,
but it
that-
does.
Yeah.
I think like almost every time. Like if somebody new sits in that seat that Mike was just in, like the whole everything changes. You're never gonna get the same cards that kid got.
Brian with Jacks
You
facing
disagree?
an all-in. I don't know. I agree to disagree. All right, so Matt went all in with King Queen, 2 face cards, blackjack hand, $150. Brian makes a little bit more
Brian
to
gets Jackson
go.
straddle. Imagine that.
I'm no
So we got it. They're all in. They got it in,
I
right?
never hit king queen when I have it.
Because they're showing
10
cards.
king queens against me.
So it's Matt against Brian.
Which I think is funny because so Matt's selling for 250, 240. Brian's gonna call.
With Jacks.
No, I'm on Brian.
All right, this is a pretty good pot.
It is. It is. We're racing. Who you got?
And again,
Who do you like
when
in
you
the
got
race?
king queen and a guy's got a big pair, Jacks is like the perfect. I mean, now you got 2 live overs. Everything's good. There's side bets here.
Who do you got in the
Who's gonna
race?
win.
Good luck.
I got Jacks.
I'll take the King Queen. I'm happy with the King
A
Queen.
hint of ass.
Oh! Boom, 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 boom,
Fletch.
boom, boom.
Oh, we paid him already. I wish the 10 came in.
Ten is fine.
Have a good night, guys. See, Brian?
Get us a 1-1 player.
Just
Flop,
Matt
stop,
just
set,
never
turn,
got
stop,
never
stop.
got a good hand.
No.
It just everything he had was second best. Like just that's the worst time because I don't think he. It's not like he made any mistakes
No.
or played bad or like bluffed it off.
He missed that one open ender, which is like
Yeah, I
a
would've-
series of unfortunate. He had to call.
And the only thing that we talked about there is that he should have either folded or got it all in on the flop. That's it. It would have made his decision. It would have been less stressful. He still loses, but less stressful.
Well, I'm in the big one. I don't know if I can.
Oh, that would have made it so much better.
Nice shot, Pete.
Football season's coming up.
4 weeks away.
That's crazy.
College football starts.
I was
in like
watching
2
something on
weeks.
Barstool Sports was doing a bunch of like,
Dude, you get 90% of your sports
I do.
information from Barstool
It's
Sports.
100% true. I never watch stuff. They just do it in such a fun way
Yeah.
that it makes it more interesting for me to
Right,
hear
it's not
about.
you're watching ESPN on
Correct.
NFL analysis.
Yeah, I really don't care. Yeah.
Right.
I want to hear funny stuff where such and such like ran into a tackling dummy, Like that's funny.
Fletch with the Queen 10. You talked about a hand getting him in trouble, but nobody flopped anything. Well, Brian flopped a 6, but 30 into 90.
A lot of giggling.
Yeah, they're giggling. They're getting a little giggly.
Voluntary put in pot is John, who is our big winner right now,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
So we're down to 6-handed now. So we
Him and
should.
Brian are tied. Fletch actually opening up the range there. I mean, that's pretty cool too. I always imagine Fletch to be like the
Why?
Old man.
old guy poker that just
Rock
plays
solid.
standard, raises big hands,
Looks at-
pounds it the whole time,
Looks at a7 off and folds.
mucks it.
Yeah,
No,
no, that's not.
dude, Fletch he's playing a new man's game.
Yeah.
I love it.
Maybe the youth has inspired him a little bit.
All right,
Some chips too.
Mikey Mike with an ace queen.
Taking a 20.
John calls.
Brian.
Brian, here we
Oh,
go.
but he's got a
7 deuce
I
game.
forgot. He does pick up
He
something.
gonna 3-bet this. How much?
Just go
105?
Yeah.
90. All right, 90. It's gross. Love it.
Sichting is.
He should get a call from both because if Mike calls, then John's more than likely going to see a flop, right?
Yep.
Is this one of those instances that if Mike folds, John's more likely to fold?
Yeah.
So it's like, yep, there you go. That's what
Boom,
happened.
boom.
And then
Ship
shows
the
it.
money.
Show it. I would reach over and take a 5 off of
For
Brian's
Brian's,
stack.
for sure.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
He was
Give me
dealt
that
in.
5.
He's dealt in.
You're
isn't
in.
he?
Yeah, oh yeah, he was.
Oh, there you go. Fletch is doing the 7 deuce police.
The 7 deuce police. That's great.
It doesn't count.
Doesn't count. I wasn't here. Yeah, you got dealt in.
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it gets a little less value when you're 6-handed. You only
Yeah,
get
you're
five
open, yeah.
5 people to pay you.
AJ, go find the waitress. We're going to big aces.
Yeah.
Why does this place hate us so much?
Mike with Jack 10 this time.
Brian, 10 8 of
Brian
clubs.
gets a lot of nice, like
Suited middle stuff.
middle stuff. I love those cards.
And he's on the button. I like a raise. Did he raise?
Yeah.
Made a little 15, a little juicer.
That's the
Yeah,
fun of the game.
juice
You
it
know,
up.
you don't know if I'm betting you with a good hand or.
See who's laying in the weeds.
Mike just called.
It's an auto call. Phil, get in here.
Oh, we might have a new player coming in.
Do something.
King
All right,
Queen 10.
King Queen 10. Couple
Mike
diamonds.
flops an open ender and a 10. So Brian just gets a T in.
I gotta do a diamond.
Nobody's got a diamond here.
Oh,
Clearly, the cards are being read correctly because we can see Brian's 8-10.
Fletch is drawn to a chop, and Brian's drawn to a chop, and
And
Mike's.
Fletch bet it out.
No, Mike bet.
Oh, Mike bet it out.
Took it down.
Bring the waitress back, would you?
Brian likes to tap the table.
Yeah. It's all right.
He's my pick.
I do
He's
a
my
nice.
pick to click.
I always do a nice.
Yeah.
I knock for good hands.
Yeah.
Not good hand. Knock. And I normally genuinely mean it. I mean it. I'm not one of those guys that's like, yeah, nice hand. Might as well just say GFO or GTF, whatever. Just go fuck yourself.
We're an hour in, so
Yeah, we're good.
all right.
Because I stink.
One F-bomb will be fine.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. I'm kind of like 50-50. If I say nice, like I hate the people that say nice. Well, I don't hate them, but
Nice hand.
every hand. I hate when they say like every hand, like nice hand. Like you don't need to say it every hand. It wasn't that nice. I fought the pair and I turned a flush draw and I rolled a flush.
That's it.
Like it's okay. Like I didn't do anything.
Keep getting this guy stuck.
So yeah, I'm either one of those like passive aggressive nice hand, or like I'm just like, man, that was nice.
Good hand.
We got a set? No set. I thought Brian
That
was a
was,
set.
yeah,
Fletch
that
with a
was weird.
10, Brian with a
What were
4,
we waiting for?
Ryan with a squadoosh.
He's out.
Yeah.
Why you calling?
It was,
I'm
he was-
racing.
Why?
Brian, why are you calling?
You figure that.
What do you
part out.
have, Fletch?
It doesn't make no sense to me.
I think Brian's gonna win this pot. I'm calling for the 20%.
You think so?
I'm calling for.
Oh,
the
you think
12.
he's gonna hit?
Yeah, I think he's gonna.
Oh, I
hit.
gotcha. I thought he was just gonna outplay the Fletch.
Oh yeah, that might be in there too. Like the queen or the jack or the king on the turn.
I'm not. I don't research.
Either way.
I can see it coming to queen and then Fletch. Oh, Fletch rated 60. Okay.
Yeah, he ain't gonna win. I wore my new shoes today. We think.
They look very KJE.
Yep.
I think if I had to pick those shoes out of if I had to pick shoes out of the lineup, those would be the ones I'd pick for you.
So, speaking of which, do you remember playing Heads Up 7-Up, where you would
Of course.
peek over the desk?
I played heads up 7
And,
all the
We'll
time.
check it down.
The
You gotta
trick was to
play
just
this
cheat and look at the shoes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So you just sorry, we had to take a break there. It looks like we picked Brian to win to possibly outplay Fletch. Fletch hears this from the past and is like,
nervous.
he matumbos his ass. Goes,
But look, look, Brian knows.
Brian can smell it.
Yeah. It's
He can
just
smell
reeking
you,
off
Fletch.
of.
You got nothing. You got nothing, Fletch.
So call the
What could you
16
possibly have that you raised?
Oh, but
right
he's
there?
talking like this. This might be a fold.
No,
Oh, he does call.
just a call. I like it. Don't get pushed around, Brian.
So now you should be raising. You should be. I hope Brian raises the turn.
Check raise.
No, Fletch is first. I hope it's a. Oh my gosh, it's a 7. Oh, they're running it for that much money.
Oh, there you go. Which I mean, it's fine. I'm not
It's all their
a huge fan
money.
of
It's
that.
all their money. In the
Let
pot.
me
It's
see
not
you
like-
raise
That's not to bet somebody out for 500.
Because what people get pissed about is right. Like that you cannot say. I mean, you can do it. You just can't.
verbally agree to it.
It was the same thing in a tournament when there's two guys or there's a three-way all in. I'm sorry. There's a three-way pot with one player all in. You never end up. Nobody's gonna bet unless you have something big.
Correct. Just check. But you can't say, hey, we're
You
gonna
can't
check
say,
it
"Hey,
out.
you want to check it down?" Yeah, it's live. Would you like to say something?
Oh yeah, I want to go back to the poker pet peeves.
Uh-huh.
Like you don't wear socks with sandals.
That's a
Like,
popular
that's,
one.
again, you shouldn't do that. If
Right.
you can afford socks, go ahead and buy shoes.
Okay, maybe he spent all his money on the
Yeah,
socks.
I agree, but like that's not right.
Sandals and socks are a no-no.
Yeah, so that's like just don't do.
Right, what do
You shouldn't leave the house.
What are you,
with
80
those.
years old in Boca
Correct.
Raton? Yeah, like,
Correct.
come on. Wear some sandals with no socks on.
Yes, if you play more than $100 tournament, invest in a clean T-shirt.
Okay.
So like those are the things that I
Like 5% of your winnings should go back into laundry.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Great tips.
Yes. If you wear a hood, you're not protecting your tells. You just look like the Unabomber.
Right, yeah.
So
Why-
that
it's
is
like
not worth it.
we always see you can't have the triple facta, or the trifecta. You can't wear sunglasses, a hoodie, and headphones. You can only
Right, 2 of the
max
3 only.
2 out of 3.
And if you wear a Poker Stars or a Full Tilt T-shirt,
It's over.
It's more than 5 years old.
Right.
Throw it away.
Yeah, it is
It
from.
is, and it was free. Throw it away.
Throw it away.
Yes. Besides that, wear whatever you want.
Easy stuff there. End of the commentary. Hot tips.
Hot tips by Bert. That's just it could be his new segment.
Hot tips from Bert. Just blasting the door.
Blast the door.
This is what we're doing today. And then when we took the break, he goes, DHL, I gotta go. He just ran
Run
out the
outside,
door,
screams at
throwing
DHL.
rocks at the DHL guy. All right, so this is where the bartender starts coming out for more drinks for him. Looks like we got a split pot here with an ace on the river. Not a whole lot going on in that hand.
No. $200, but it was just because there's a lot of people in.
Right. It's 4-way all in for
Gotta make
$40
sure
bucks a
I
man.
know when Mike starts raising.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I'll run it back in with you.
Hey, nice hand, jerk.
Chip count. Fletch is now our new chip leader after that little run out with Brian. Brian's just under 1K. 3 pretty big stacks, 4 big stacks, and 2 kind of mediocre stacks,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Everybody's floating around the same. Do you find that maybe the game plays differently if everybody's kind of evenly stacked versus like one guy is like a massive stack and a lot of little stacks? Or, I mean, do you think that affects kind of, or it just depends on the players?
Yeah, it kind of just depends on the players. Like it can, like if you got a guy just like min buying and like pushing the action because he's trying to get in his chips,
Hunter bombing kind of thing?
kind of hunter bombing. Yeah, that's
One
gonna
hand
like
stand in it?
that's gonna make the bigger stacks have to play bigger.
Ooh, Fletch with 10s.
Like somehow the 100 bomber can get the 2 big stacks to play a pot against each other.
Right.
Whereas without that guy, they wouldn't. Ryan flops.
Ooh, I love it. He opened and then checks the flop when he flops a king. Gives Fletch a chance to get there.
Yeah, if
Checks
you're gonna,
it again.
If you're gonna check the flop, you might as well check the turn.
He's what, repping like 8s?
Yeah, he's repping a whole lot of stuff. That ace.
2 big
not
cards, ace,
including
queen.
Ace king.
There's 2 spades out there, though, which is a
There's
little sketchy.
3 spades now.
Well, yeah, I'm
And
sorry.
Yeah.
And Fletch is the only spade. 2 pair in a river.
And now he's just gonna lead.
Ooh, almost got
I
it to stand up. That would have
know.
been so effing cool. And Fletch gives it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
You need to be by 1 large percentage.
Guess he just kind of already figured he got in way farther in this hand than he thought he would.
There's the pre-flop plays. Chris is raising 7% of hands.
What do you think a good pre-flop raise percentage should be?
6-handed or 9-handed? Because I know the answer to both.
All right, start with 9-handed. Well, we're 6-handed now, so go with
Still
6.
have that answer. But
6?
4.
I'm telling you what I had.
6 I think, yeah, there's 6 players right now. So 6-handed, what should you be?
23%.
I don't really ask him.
1 out of almost every 4.
Yeah, less than 1 in 4, but over 20%.
More than 1 in 5, less than 1 in 4.
Like 20% is
I mean,
like.
you banked it 23.5% here. 22.5% is really where you want to be.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan range.
Yep.
Ooh. Ryan with ace queen. Chris. Did he just fold ace jack?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
He just folded ace jack.
Probably though.
I mean,
Wow.
unless we page her, she don't come.
Wow. Wow. Mike bets it out with 4s. Pretty good flop for 4s. I think this might be our last hand for
She got my card.
session number 2 here.
9-handed. 13, 12, 14.
So
anything
once-
under 10 is really tight.
So a little more than once a round.
Yeah, like once in orbit.
Once in orbit, you should be opening.
What's 1 and 9? What is that? 12.
Yeah, a little more than 10%. So yeah, 11, 12%, somewhere in there. So this is a pretty. Mike had raised pre-flop, got a call there.
Flopped an open under, and Ryan's gonna
Oh,
river
Ryan
the
rivers
queen.
him. It bets into it, $60 into a 150 pot. Pretty good size. Mike can't believe it. He's thinking, come on, I was good the whole way. What could you possibly have? Mike does have a lot of decisions to make.
He does on the river.
This one's a pretty good decision because Ryan checked the king and then bet the queen, and he gave it up. Wow.
I had 2-4 there.
And Mike just
I
said.
had 2-4, didn't I?
Mike just said, "I know you had ace queen. Just show the ace queen." So he knew what he
He
had.
knew what he had. All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's Thursday night commentary. Make sure you join us next week for the finale of the Drunk 2-5 game. I promise, they get drunker, they get wilder. It's a good finish. It's only about 45 minutes left in this game, so they really get it going. So, thanks for playing and watching. We'll see you next time. Brandon, what's your tagline?
Play tight or play all night.
Play tight, play all night. Thanks, everybody. Bye.